What's going on, guys? We are Tottenham TV here, and Tottenham take on Olympiacos in the Champions League tomorrow night under the lights at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's Jose Mourinho's first Champions League game in charge at Spurs, and we have one win to go to seal qualification into the knockout stages of the Champions League. It's a big game, although we're expected to be Olympiacos, who sit bottom of the group currently with 1 point. Obviously, Red Star Belgrade take on Bayern Munich in the other game, with Red Star Belgrade needing at least a point if Spurs lose, or a win if Spurs draw, to stay in contention for the knockout stages. But in all reality, even a draw, even a loss for Spurs, if Bayern Munich beat Red Star Belgrade, that will confirm Tottenham's qualification for the knockout stage in the Champions League. Interesting stuff from Jose Mourinho in the pre-match press conference, talking about how Tottenham, once he gets the mentality that he's going to draw into the side, once he has time with the squad to implement his philosophy and his tactics, Tottenham won't fit anyone in the Champions League. Tottenham will be able to go to any place in Europe and not have any fear, be able to take on anyone. I did find those comments fairly interesting, seeing as under Pochettino, we've gone to places like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus, Borussia Dortmund, Man City. We've gotten results in all these places in the Champions League. So the squad should have that sense of belief that they can go anywhere and get a result. But it's going to be interesting to see a man who's won 2 Champions Leagues put his stamp on the squad, put his stamp on the playing style and the mentality of the squad. And Harry Kane said he's made no secret. He thinks it's time for him to start winning things, start winning trophies, and he wants to win it at Tottenham. That's what he was saying pre-match. And it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. I think Tottenham should seal their qualification in this game, even with a loss. I think because if Bayern Munich beat Red Star, we go through. Obvious danger men, no surprises. Mathieu Valbuena, who's played for France at international level. He gave Tottenham a torrid time in the first game. He's a quality player, even in his old age. And if we don't keep a close eye on him, he could hurt us. However, obviously, we should have more than enough of the players we have going forward. Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, both back in form, given the weekend how they performed. And we have players back from injury, Jan Vertonghen, Tanguy Ndombele, who would be very interesting to see what Jose Mourinho does with him, because he could be a real star. I think the whole formation that we played at West Ham mixed it up a bit, the asymmetrical fullbacks. Davis kind of sat back a bit, Aurier went forward. I could see the opposite going this time around, with Davis being injured, Rose coming in, and I could see Foyth coming in at right back, with Aurier maybe having a rest. That would be my prediction. So, and if that was the case, I would assume Foyth would be the one to maybe be a bit more reserved, and Rose maybe be the more attacking fullback. I can see that happening very likely in this kind of scenario. Obviously, Olympiacos going strong in their league, unbeaten in 11 games, winning 8 of their 11. They got Daniel Podence having a good season. He gave Tottenham a ragged time in the first game. Really gave Ben Davies a real tough time, although Ben Davies isn't going to be playing this game. But as I say, this newfound fire, this newfound energy that Tottenham should have with this new manager bounce, everyone playing for their position, and no one is safe at the moment, because with a new manager, you don't know what the lineup's going to be. Everyone is fighting for their place, and especially a manager like Jose Mourinho, who is world-renowned, who's one of the most famous managers, one of those successful managers that's ever managed in the game. They're going to be out to impress. So even Olympiacos at home in the game we're expected to win, I expect the players to be bang on it, to be out to impress. And I think we're not going to take this game lightly whatsoever. We should win this game. Not too much more to say. I think Olympiacos in the Greek league is no bones about it. They lost to Red Star Belgrade, who in the group, who we absolutely battered twice in the late dark days of Pochettino, who was really struggling. So that tells you all you need to know really about Olympiacos so far in the Champions League. They've got 1 point from their 4 games, losing 3 of them. They've only scored 5 goals. So Tottenham should really have the upper hand, but can't really take them for granted, seeing as they could have won the game in Greece if we took a 2-0 lead. But we did let that game slip, and Jose Mourinho will be very wary of that. He'll be very wary of how we let West Ham back in the game on the weekend, and he will not let that happen again. It'll be interesting to see the lineup, how he mixes it up, if he goes for a lot of changes or he likes to keep the same system that he did at West Ham. There'll be other players looking to impress who didn't start on the weekend, a la Sissoko, Giovanni Lo Celso. But one big one is to see if Christian Eriksen is in the lineup or he's on the bench. He was talking about Christian Eriksen on the week on his pre-match press conference, talking about he wanted to know what's in Eriksen's heart before he knows what to do, how to handle Christian Eriksen, if he wants to stay, if he wants to go. He said that Eriksen is committed to Spurs. He said that he's one of the team, he's one of the group, that he loves the club. But he had a conversation with Eriksen. He said he didn't want to disclose what was said in that conversation, and he said that whether Eriksen wants to stay or wants to go, he said he can't deny that is going to affect whether Eriksen is in the lineup. So it's going to be very interesting to see if Eriksen does play tomorrow. That could give an indication whether how much he will be used under Jose Mourinho. Obviously, Giovanni Lo Celso didn't get a minute on the weekend. I do worry he could suffer a bit under Mourinho, just because he probably was relying a lot on Mauricio Pochettino to help him settle in, get over the language barrier, get over the playing style. Pochettino was probably a big reason he came to Tottenham Hotspur, and the fact that he's been sacked so soon into his playing career at Spurs, he hasn't really settled in as of yet fully, although he has shown glimpses of his quality when he's played. Obviously, he had an injury which ruled him out for a month, which delayed his settling in period. But it'll be interesting to see if he becomes one of Mourinho's guys, if he really is trusted by Mourinho, or if he fails to settle and ends up moving on at the end of the season. I'm hoping he clearly has quality, but I just fear the loss of Pochettino could affect him badly. Anyway, I'm going to go for a Tottenham win. I'm going to go for 3-0 to Tottenham. Professional performance I'm hoping for. Some attacking football and some more morale boosting goals and from our forward line, and hopefully a clean sheet as well to prove that this defence can defend. Because they haven't really shown it too much this season. I think that's the first point of call Mourinho said he was going to improve, was that defence. He needs to rejig it. He needs to shape it up. But that's how I feel about the situation. Let us know in the comments below. Are Tottenham going to qualify for the Champions League tomorrow, or are we going to delay the qualification for one more week? Who do you think is going to start in the game? Do you think Eriksen is going to have a part to play under Mourinho? Do you think he's going to trust players like Lo Celso? Let us know in the comments below. What is your score predictions? And as always, come on, you Spurs.